My name is Evelyn and I am 60 years old. For most of my life, I believed I was destined to follow a quiet path, a life marked by routine, responsibility, and a steady but uneventful rhythm. I had raised 2 children, supported my husband through years of challenges, and finally, when the house was quiet and my days unstructured, I thought I could enjoy a peaceful retirement. But life, as I learned, does not always unfold as we expect. 4 years after my husband passed away, I kept myself busy with familiar tasks, tending my garden, volunteering at the local library, and spending weekends with friends at church. It was comforting, but beneath the surface, I often felt a restlessness I couldn't explain. There was a yearning for something more, a spark that would make me feel alive again. One chilly autumn morning, as the leaves painted the streets in vibrant reds and golds, I saw a flyer pinned to the community board in the grocery store. It was an invitation to join a local storytelling group, people coming together to share personal experiences, listen, and connect. The idea seemed both daunting and intriguing. I hesitated. I wasn't sure if I belonged there. Would anyone want to hear my stories? What did I have to offer? But deep inside, something whispered, "Say yes. Take a chance." So, with a mixture of excitement and nervousness, I decided to attend. The room was small but warm, filled with faces of all ages, each carrying their own stories. When it was my turn, I shared a story about the time I first learned to drive, a small victory of independence that had meant the world to me as a young woman. The group listened with kind eyes and gentle smiles. For the first time in a long while, I felt truly seen and heard. That evening marked the beginning of a transformation. Each week, I returned to that room, sharing memories and hearing tales of love, loss, hope, and resilience. I began to notice changes in myself. I walked taller, smiled more freely, and found new energy in everyday moments. Outside of the group, I started exploring new interests. I enrolled in a painting class, something I had always wanted to try but never dared. The vibrant colors and the swirl of brushes on canvas opened a door to creativity I thought had closed long ago. I found joy in imperfect strokes, in the process rather than the product. With renewed confidence, I also reconnected with old friends and made new ones. I attended concerts, tried new restaurants, and even went on a short trip with some of my fellow storytellers to a nearby coastal town. The sea air and the laughter reminded me how much the world still had to offer. But this journey wasn't without its challenges. Sometimes the memories I shared stirred sadness, a reminder of the husband I lost, the children who had moved away, and the years that slipped quietly by. Yet sharing these moments with others helped me heal. Their stories became mirrors reflecting my own strength and vulnerability. One evening, after a particularly moving storytelling session, I sat alone by the fireplace, thinking about how far I had come. I realized that saying yes to that first invitation wasn't just about joining a group. It was about saying yes to life again. At 60, I discovered that it's never too late to start over, to explore, and to embrace the unknown. That restlessness I once feared became a guide, leading me to moments of laughter, tears, and connection that enriched my soul. Today, my life is fuller, not because it's perfect, but because I've allowed myself to be open to change, to growth, and to joy. The quiet woman who once thought her story had ended is now a storyteller, a painter, a traveler, and above all, a woman who knows that every age holds the promise of new beginnings. If there is one thing I hope to share, it is this. Courage doesn't belong only to the young. It is the willingness to say yes to life, no matter the chapter you are in. And so, with a heart open wide and a spirit renewed, I keep saying yes.